9 out of 10 companies with over 10 employees pay for a CRM. Yet, when you ask software buyers what goes wrong after the purchase, 43% point to the same problem. Their teams simply refuse to use it. This 100-unit grid represents the SMB market. The illuminated block shows HubSpot's 62% market share among scaling startups. And the impact is immediate. In their first year, startups acquire 129% more leads and close 36% more deals. But reaching those numbers requires navigating a significant financial dilemma. HubSpot offers heavily funded startups a 90% discount in year one, which leads toward a steep price increase down the line. For founders, choosing HubSpot is a financial strategy. You have to weigh immediate runway savings against the long-term total cost of ownership. Startups often try to solve their operations piecemeal. One app for email campaigns, another for the sales pipeline, and a third for customer support. Eventually, that data becomes disconnected. Even major enterprise CRMs struggle with this because their platforms are built from years of acquisitions. These systems are often patched together, leaving data trapped in separate silos. This diagram shows HubSpot's structural approach. Instead of a collection of acquired tools, it is a unified smart CRM built on a single codebase. Marketing, sales, and service all read and write to the exact same core. That means a customer success representative can instantly pull up the exact promises an account executive made to a client during the sales cycle. This setup helps eliminate integration debt. By removing the technical friction of moving data between tools, early-stage teams are more likely to actually use the software. You can start without paying anything. The free tier provides a central place to track deals and holds up to 1 million contacts. The constraints show up quickly. You are forced to keep HubSpot branding on forms and emails, and you cannot build automated follow-up sequences to nurture your leads. Moving to the starter customer platform costs about $15 to $20 per seat per month. This tier removes the forced branding, adds basic automation tools, and speeds up your outreach. You still won't have access to advanced reporting. If you need multi-touch revenue attribution to see exactly which marketing channels are driving sales, the starter tier leaves you guessing. These lower tiers are strategically designed. They capture your data ecosystem early, providing organizational value while creating a long-term reliance on the platform. HubSpot recently introduced Breeze AI. Prospecting, customer, and data agents autonomously process information, sort inquiries, and handle research without human intervention. Teams using the AI customer agent resolve 77% more tickets, while the prospecting agent helps create 65% more sales leads. Those agents operate on outcome-based pricing. You pay 50 cents every time the AI resolves a customer ticket, and $1 every time it qualifies a lead. If you need to connect outside tools, HubSpot's marketplace features over 1,700 applications, and it is currently the most used CRM integration on external automation platforms like Make. While deep automation cuts manual admin work, it introduces variable costs. Without strict revenue operations governance, automated workflows and AI billing can create financial instability. The B2B SaaS company, Make Influence, migrated from a disconnected stack over to HubSpot for startups. Centralizing their data allowed them to clearly define their ideal customer profile. With that clarity, they targeted ads accurately and cut their customer acquisition cost by 50%. By consolidating operations, Make Influence avoided hiring 5 additional employees, saving $300,000 in annual staffing costs. Another startup, Connected, used the ecosystem to improve visibility on their accounts after sales calls. That single operational fix boosted their conversion rates by 33%. The actual return on investment shows up as reduced human capital costs and increased conversion efficiency for the whole team. Moving from the $15 starter tier up to the professional tier demands at least $890 a month. Upgrading also requires a mandatory $3,000 onboarding fee, while Enterprise requires $7,000, both locked into annual contracts. Funded startups often bypass these early costs through the scholarship program. If eligible, you get 90% off in year 1, 50% off in year 2, and 25% off in year 3. This creates the renewal cliff. A startup might pay $1,800 for their first year. By year 3, that exact same software footprint can cost $13,500. You also have to track your marketing contacts. HubSpot bills database overages in increments of 1,000 contacts, adding silent cost creep to your monthly invoice. This pricing architecture accelerates early scaling, but it functions as a delayed tax on your success. You must rigorously model these finances from day one. HubSpot extracts the most value for B2B SaaS companies, professional services firms, and startups that have raised under $20 million in seed or Series A funding. If your sales cycle takes longer than 30 days, you need revenue attribution to see exactly which blog post or email actually resulted in a closed deal. HubSpot is built for that level of transparency. If you are a solo founder executing high-volume, low-converting cold outbound email campaigns, you should avoid HubSpot. Loading cold contacts into the system will trigger expensive database penalties. Pure e-commerce businesses without complex B2B sales pipelines will find the advanced features unnecessary and the contact tier pricing far too expensive for high-volume transactions. HubSpot's value depends on your specific go-to-market motion. For B2B revenue operations, it functions as a precision engine. To survive the financial mechanics, founders should view the year-one discount as a temporary runway to help them reach their next stage of growth. You need to model your projected year-3 pricing on your very first day. Ensure your future funding rounds and revenue targets can support the true, undiscounted cost of the platform. Keep your high-volume cold outreach campaigns in cheaper, specialized external tools. Only push warm, qualified leads into your primary HubSpot database to protect your contact limits. Right before your year-3 renewal, conduct a harsh audit of your workspace. Right-size your user seats and drop any unused hubs to recapture your budget before the discount fully expires. HubSpot remains a standard for scaling startups because it addresses organizational complexity early. It is a powerful tool for growing companies, provided you actively manage the financial mechanics of its pricing tiers.